Come to the platform today. I probably sleep on the gun. If y'all ain't heard this song, make sure y'all go stream it on YouTube right now. C for the gun, Hustle the Grind, featuring Starlito. I ain't been saying it because he's coming on the show, but this is quickly becoming one of my favorite songs. Like, for real, for real. Y'all welcome my partner C4 to the platform. Appreciate y'all coming through today. Now make sure y'all go subscribe to C4 The Done on YouTube and C4 The Done Official on Instagram. Who don't like a good motivational song? We're gonna run it back. C4 The Done Official on Instagram. C4 The Done on YouTube. Appreciate them coming through. Good afternoon, Ms. Brown. Shout out to them bloomers. Need y'all to behave today. We on business. Y'all make sure y'all go stream this song, Hustle and Grind, Part 2. C4 The Dawn featuring Starlito. Also, go check them out on Spotify. One of my new favorite songs. I've been jamming for the last couple months. I ain't gonna lie. Top of the afternoon. It's like top of the afternoon. Make sure y'all go stream and song. Appreciate y'all coming through though. How you doing, Miss Muffin? So relatable. Awesome. Man, y'all give it up and see for the Don for coming through too. We run it back one more time. Man. We run it back one more time till they get in the building. Y'all make sure y'all go stream the songs. Gotta stay on your grind though. It's the perfect song we need in these days and times. When shit get hard, things get rough. We need this type of motivation. I'm finna go on in and now he finna come in a second, so I'm finna go on in it. But y'all make sure y'all welcome see Brother Don to the platform though. I really do appreciate it. Hope everybody doing all right, man. Welcome to the Late Bloomer Podcast. It's BigTruDat. It is BigTruDat. Shout out to all the members, all the subscribers. Hope everybody doing all right this Sunday afternoon. Like for real. Gonna get into it a little bit about, you know, story time, life, the artist, the man, what he got going on, the grind, the hustle, the grind, staying focused. That's what we on. Kept the music playing a little bit, huh? Oh, there we go right there. What's
True.
going on? What's
What's
going
up?
on, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Man, no much. Appreciate you coming through, bro. How you doing?
Man, blessed by the best, man. What about yourself?
Man, same. Likewise. Just hustling and grinding, man. For sure,
Man,
for sure.
yeah.
Hustle, that's my thing, really, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with it. You can do a lot with it. Just work out, just get up on the mode. Yeah, that's what I fuck with it, bro.
Man, everybody been. I ain't gonna lie, everybody just been like
Yeah,
that was a secret weapon, and then
for
yeah,
sure.
man, that whole process, man. We gonna get to it, but that whole
We're gonna
process,
get to
man.
it, yeah. We're gonna get to it for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Well, check this out, bro. I got three questions I be asking people. I don't know if you're in the city right now, but I be asking people just in general, but basically Memphians though, bro. Give me the good, bad, and ugly about the city, bro.
good, bad, ugly about the city.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
the good about the city is that it ain't no excuse for a nigga to not get no money. Like it's too many avenues out here. Like I be telling folks that they come to the city, I be like, bro, it's too many temp services. It's too many, you know what I'm saying? Shit all go bad. It's too much. It's too many avenues to not get no money, man. Like
That,
you can get you some money, bro. If you come here and you ain't get no money, man, that's just on you. Uh, the bad about the city is that um, it ain't too much space to space out. You know what I'm saying? To be able to get your money and space out. And you know what I'm saying? Like you at a fucking 30 to 40 mile radius. You know what I'm saying? At best. So if you mess around, get some money and stuff, the best you can do is go, you know what I'm saying, Kite. If you talking about really getting out the way, go to
right,
Kiteville, but everybody go to Olive Branch and South Haven and Hernando, which ain't nobody trying to go to Mississippi anyway, but
man.
you best you can do is go to duck off on the back end of Bartlett, hit up Millington, then you really out the way, or hit up, you know what I'm saying, Kiteville, or shit, head out the past where I'm in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? And that way, and then you go to Smyrna and all that. But now you're an hour out, so it's like shit. It all depends on what you want to do. The ugly part is when you get some money, man. It's a it's a hating situation, man, because you fuck around, you can't really. Cause every now and then you gonna want to pop your shit, you know what I'm saying? You work hard for years, you know what I'm saying, and finally get it. You gonna want to pop, like, not even going crazy, you know what I'm saying? You gonna want to get jewelry, like it took me forever to get jewelry and shit, you
Right,
know what I'm saying? So you gonna want to have your day where you can step out and go to a restaurant with your gal and whatnot and get jewelry and, you know what I'm saying, and relax. And it be days where you might have a situation like Trip downtown and
that,
have to handle your business and shit, which is fucked up. You out on the balcony chilling with your lady and shit, just trying to have a meal at night on some
right,
romance shit, and random shit happen. You know what I'm saying? That's why, and that's the whole reason why I'm like I never do shit in the city as far as, like, motherfucker be like, man, pull up at Top Golf. I ain't pulling up at Top Golf at 11 o'clock at night. Fuck around,
right,
run into somebody that I don't even barely remember, but they remember me off some shit that happened 10, 12 years, or some high school shit, or something that
right.
happened in the Haven or something. I don't even remember that shit. So yeah, man.
That's
Yeah.
definitely the ugly in the city, man. The grudges and just all of the beef. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But yeah, okay. So moving on from that, though, bro. What? Let me ask you this: what inspired you to just start? Because when I met you. You was engineering. I think
Yeah.
you might have. Funny story about that. I think you came to the door, bro. You had on a mask with a grenade
Uh-huh.
on it. I think. Uh,
Yeah.
a backpack with some spikes on it. I think.
Yeah.
And I want to say you was protecting yourself at all times. I'm like,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
what's going
Yeah.
on? I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you. Then you had your glasses on because you were throwing me out, though. But then once we got in there, you let me hear some beats and we got to chopping up. Okay, bro, cool though. So, like I said when I met you, you was engineering though. So, how you get your start, bro? What influenced you?
Man, so I was cooking shit up. I was a young nigga cooking shit up uh back in like '07. At the time I was playing ball and shit. I'm in middle school here in high school and shit, cooking up. And around this time my cousin Slim Dunk, rest in peace Dunk, just linked up. Well, he been around Flock. He been around Flock, but he had just, got locked in, and him and the rest of son, if folks know, go by D Dash or Debo. He had a whole bunch of names back then. But
Right,
they created him and a couple of folks created Dirt Gang. But he was the one that was, you know what I'm saying, that Flocka and Gucci was interested in, you know what I'm saying? So
right,
around that time they rolling, and I fuck around and start making beats in the middle of like one of them study hall classes and shit from my partner Enrique. Shout out to Enrique. He in the military now, man. Shit. Just caught him on the computer bullshit. And hell, I was like, man, shit, he taught me the shit right there in class. So I done downloaded the crack shit on my old Dell computer I stole from my pops and went out there, you know what I'm saying, flocking mama and shit. You know what I'm saying? Him and his mom and my mom was cool and shit. So used to go out there just to cook up. But I'm like 14, 15. I can't be in the studio with Gucci and all this shit and all type of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cooking up, giving them the jump drive, little drive and whatnot. And shit, after that, shit, that shit started being history. But none of the music that we all created didn't come out to after I was in college. And that's when
right.
you hear the nothing on yous and the serving and
Wait a minute, wait a minute. You played a part in it?
yeah, man, I made the beat with DJ Spins on nothing on you serving, a couple things with Trouble. Back when Thug was just niggas just know him as Jeff, Lil Jeff. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's when Thug was like shit. Nigga thought Thug was just a crackhead nigga that just be around and shit. The whole time he like bag just sitting in the back soaking up game and shit, you know what I'm saying? So it was on the damn near the same shit. So yeah, working with all them and everything. But again, all this is like fucking '08, '07, '08. Then nothing jump off on mixtapes because Gucci was in jail and shit, and they were taking their time releasing shit until 2012, 2013, because Trap God and all that didn't come out 2012, and Trap God 3, 2 and 3, 2013, and Dunk died right before I graduated in 2012. So his last joint, the last joint, Sizzle and them used to put out after Twin Towers. It was some tape I can't remember. Um, it was some tape, but they used that last tape, and that's where a couple of my beats was on there too. But really, what really got shit jumping was the Trap God 3, real Trap God 2, but Trap God 3 with the Nothing On You with Wiz. And it's funny how it's been around me getting back with Wiz, but yeah. And then I only went to
So,
school. What's up?
no, so basically, what I'm hearing, shit, you was part of the Brick Squad.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily because I can't say that I was more a part of because I'm related to TM88 as well. So I was more a part of 808 Mafia, which is why
Okay,
back then it was like, yeah, man, shit, you know what I'm saying? I was still in cahoots with them back then in 2018, 17 and shit like that. But I was more a part of that scene, you know what I'm saying, with them. Um but after that I went to school. I only went to school because I was playing ball, had a scholarship and shit, running track, had a scholarship. And I wanted to make my sound like the industry and shit. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to make my sound like that, you know what I'm saying? So it could be worth spending the dollars on and shit. And
gotcha.
I went out there and I just so happened and the requirement you had to learn everything. So I had to learn engineering, I had to learn podcasting, I had to learn how to set everything up, you know what I'm saying, digitally, news anchor and all that shit. We had to do all types of writing a article in the newspaper, the whole nine. So the engineering shit just the basics just picked up, but I ain't get to the sauce until I got to that studio we linked up at. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I
Okay, so
got there,
you go ahead, go
yeah,
ahead.
I'm about to say by the time I got there, well, before I got there, um, I had did like 5, 6 years and about 5.5 years in college. And I was just like, bro, I'm done for these folks playing with me. They talking about I gotta go back and get another class this semester and do another class. They just want some money. 'Cause at this point, my scholarship ran out, you know what I'm saying? After a while you realize, man, you ain't gonna make it in ball or whatnot. You ain't gonna make it playing football, bro. If you do, man, you gonna
What
end
year
up
did
being
you
a mess.
what year did you that come to your realization that you weren't gonna make it in bond?
Well, I had messed up. I had broke both of my legs and messed up my completely torn, ripped up my Achilles. So
Dang.
me coming, yeah, and that's my sophomore year. So my junior year, I'm trying to bounce back and shit, come back to it and everything. At least track. I knew the Olympics. That's why I fucked up. I got them in the background. But I knew the Olympics. That was the main dream because I'm like, I know I can get a check from Nike, some water, Gatorade, something. Me just, you know what I'm saying, running because I won
You was playing
bronze.
quartet?
I was doing jumps in 400 and stuff. So I
Okay.
won in Junior Olympics. I won bronze and shit. That shit still hanging in my mama's house now. I won bronze in Junior Olympics 2012, and I couldn't.
Congratulations.
And around that time, I couldn't get in. What was that? It wasn't Rio. It wasn't Rio. I think it was France too. I might be tripping. In 2012, where they held the Olympics at, but because of the gap, the layover over the shit where the Olympics started, I couldn't even enter then. Because if I would have entered then, shit, I probably wouldn't even be doing no music shit. I would have just
Right.
killed, you know what I'm saying, 4 years of that and chill. But yeah, but around that time, I think that was end of my junior year. I was like, man, shit, I gotta come up with a plan because I know it ain't gonna be it. And then tried again with balls my senior year and shit. And then they were like, man, they'll give me an extra year because technically my freshman year was red shirted. So I
Right.
tried that shit, but at the middle of the shit, I linked up with a guy named Colin Bray, who's the nigga that made the song Crank That Batman. One of the niggas that made the song Crank That Batman. Now he writes for Usher and Bryce Tiller and all types of motherfuckers. He write all types of songs. But at that time, he had a song called My Way. Not That Way. And that shit was blowing up. Nigga went BT Awards, everything. So motherfucker like, man, shit, we go on tour. Man, it's gonna be like a month and a half, bro. And shit, you can do the sound. And I had just learned live sound structuring. Like, man, you can do the sound. It's gonna be about run you about a good 45 racks. I'm like, shit, in a month and a half, say no more. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Legally, say no more. So I had to holler at my school. I was like, bro, man, shit, I'm finna get up out of here, man.
Yeah.
Instead of being and trying to explain to my mama, you know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
instead of being in debt, I'm like trying to explain to her, like, bro, I can either be in debt trying to finish this shit off of 60,000 because at the time each semester was costing like down to 30,000 a semester. So you talking about I can either be in debt down there 90 racks trying to finish school or make 45 bands in a month and a half and turn around and do another one come like February because this around October. So I said, fuck it, shit. Like, all right, well, shit, get the money. You know what I'm saying? So I went and
Hard.
did that shit. But after that shit, the other tour didn't finish off. So my cousin Buck Nasty, the made the beat hit the Quan and
Hit
all, you
the
know what I'm
corn.
saying?
Right.
So he was like, man, shit, I hard ain't got no engineer he really like, but he mostly go there to do, you know what I'm saying, what he got to do and shit. So I can set you up there and that could be your first leading client that leads you to some more shit. So I was like, all right, bet. So probably January, that's when 2017, if I ain't tripping.
Right.
Yeah, 2017. That's when I went down there and started, you know what I'm saying, get a rolling. That's really where it started at and shit. Right
So
there
let
at the
me
top
ask
of
you this,
2017.
man. I used to hear about that studio. You can't say the name or what? We can say the name. It's
No,
cool.
I can. It's just, I can, you know what I'm saying? Shit,
Uh-huh.
it was at one sound, you know what I'm saying? It's
Say
just
the
a whole
say
lot
it.
a whole lot transpired. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And everything. Like it's all cool, it's all love, you know what I'm saying? It's all cool. But a whole lot transpired they could have led to other shit. You know what I'm saying?
right. Like what I was gonna say, my whole like when I first heard about one sound, I was like, "That's where everybody be going." You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
That's the studio where everybody be going. So I heard the pros, and then I heard the cons. You know what I'm saying? Like, for
yeah.
so when I went to, all right, and I linked in with you, and then I seen just the movement over there. But I just want to ask you, far as the artists that done came through there, you know what I'm saying? How was the experience of working with the artists? Because there's been a lot of historical artists that have been in that building though, that went on to do great things.
Man, it was at the time I never looked at it like that because all right, so I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you the full breakdown of how we was working in that motherfucker in the conditions. And then it will show you like, all right, well, this is how I looked at every artist, even though I never looked at any artist bigger than the other one. I never gave a fuck about that shit. I just gave a fuck about the craft. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So but in certain conditions, you fuck around and some folks they didn't give a fuck. Some folks because we was getting paid. It's years later, so it don't matter. They might still do it, but who give a fuck? We was getting paid $10 an hour off a session, right? So
right.
if you didn't show up, we just didn't make that 10. You know what I'm saying? So it been
Mm-hmm.
days where niggas was dry. And you remember, I moved how I moved, I was a morning nigga. So
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to be away from the bullshit because most of the bullshit was
Mm-hmm.
at the 3 to 12, 1 in the morning
Right,
type shit. I'm a
right.
10, 11 in the morning. I'm 10, 11 in the morning to about like 4 in the evening, 4, 5 in the evening. Then I'm out of there. I'm trying to get out of there before traffic hit. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time, like, them with conditions, and then plus folks was playing with money. You know what I'm saying? You up here saying, hey, I got a whole sheet of where, I logged in, you know what I'm saying, and where I've been here. You know what I'm saying? And shit ain't adding up and whatnot. But at the same time, so you got folks like Fizzle. You got folks like Jay Fizzle. I think that other than iHeart, that was the first time I recorded majority of Life of Lil Gangster. Um, and that was the first time I seen like a payment from an establishment, like a LLC payment directly from Paper Route and Empire directly. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
it put me in different eyes of like I can because at the time I'm so lawyer based to where it's like I ain't busting no, I'm not gonna, bust another move or some shit. If this what we own, this what we own and shit, I'm not gonna deviate from that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was so loyal to the fault, I'm not even thinking that I can lock in with an artist and go to another studio and make bigger bucks. You know what I'm saying? At a place called Light Art. You know what I'm saying? I'm not I'm not privy. I'm just, hey, shit. Hey, this is where I record at.
Going
Woo
with the
woo.
economy,
So I'm really selling myself short, but not knowing it off the trying to be loyal by default situation. So, but yeah, it's a bunch of artists, ran into Young Blue before, you know what I'm saying? Blue took off for real. Uh, Jim Jones, uh, Bad came there a few times. This was before, I think this is around the same time. I think this around the same time the Two Federal tape came out, if I'm not tripping. When him and Gotti did the Two Federal tape. Um, who else? Finesse. Um, yeah, because that was right after going straight in. So Clay was really uh was working with Finesse, man. Tripstar. Uh, who else? Who else? Kenny. Who else? Kenny Money.
what
Shit.
artists you enjoy working with back then?
What artists I enjoyed working with back then?
Yeah. enjoy working with back then.
Man, other than yourself and
Yeah,
shit,
other than me, that you
you
felt
know
like
what I'm saying?
respected their craft. I appreciate that though, bro. Yeah.
Other than yourself, what artists I enjoy working with back then? Um, what artists I enjoy working with back then? Um, at the time, it was a bunch of. At the time, everything was cool. So, what kind of? It was copacetic. So, uh, what's my dog name? I had my boy Yoda Mayor, from the north. Uh, and it's still and seeing how he then elevated now to having few businesses, you know what I'm saying, and shit going. But from back then, at that time, it was just straight grinding back then, you know what I'm saying. At the time I hard because i was the only person that could tell I hard, like, hey bro, that shit ain't it. You gotta do this shit right here, bro. I bet, that nigga like he damn be off speed or some shit, and his ass just be going and shit, and I be
Right,
having to, hey, chill, let's, you know what I'm saying, we gotta do this shit, you know what I'm saying. Who else? At the time, I didn't understand the seriousness of it, but at the time, Tink,
Pink.
yo,
Why you say that? You didn't understand the seriousness.
because where I went to school at was out of Chicago, so I didn't know the seriousness. I was around where when I went to school out there, Chief Keef, Reese, Dirt. You know what I'm saying? This one Dirt had right before he cut out the dreads the first time. Um
Right.
and this and Rondo #9 was out. Everybody was out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from um everybody was out then. So I was more in the Chicago bringing that here. You know what I'm saying? So
The
as
first
far as
wave. You was
like,
part of the first wave.
yeah. So like, but I'm not knowing it though. That's the thing. So when I came here and I'm doing the chops and stutters and the vocals and shit like that, that's something I learned from Chop Squad and them and Young Chop and them. That's what I learned from them, what they was doing on the mixtapes back in 2010, 2011, 2012 and shit, and brought that shit all the way back here and shit. And only person I know that was doing that, I want to say Clay, but we had two different styles of chopping vocals and chopping beats and shit, which made us
Right.
unique on being in the studio and shit. Because you could choose to go with Clay and he'll chop it one way and do it like basically how finesse going straight in is, and you can go with me and go on my end, and I'll chop us a different way to where you hearing it from different speakers and shit, and I'm back flipping the motherfucker and shit. Um,
Right.
depending on if that's it how you like it, but yeah, man, that's as far as I can think of on top of my head right now, that's yeah. And then I was fairly new. I was fairly new on the R&B type lane, not knowing that I would be in it myself. But I
Right.
was fairly new on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know I had a knack for it, and it was smooth. It was easier to work
Same
with.
difference. Right.
Yeah, it was easy to work with, and I'm not knowing Tank's um accolades and motion and shit like that. I'm just thinking this homegirl, that's bruh, sister, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not knowing. So, and it was cool because she rocked with the fact that I wasn't on no fanboy type shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause you fuck around, get a few engineers, and all the reason they doing shit because, you know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, but me not knowing, and it made the whole process smoother. But yeah.
So when did you decide, you know what, you like, man, I gotta go and leave one sound and just kind of do my own? Like what was that decision? What made that decision? I hear about
Uh
the bad business and just a lot of the, you know, probably was uncomfortable, but what made you decide, like, you know, this ain't for me, I just gotta respectfully do my own thing?
so one, the whole mad situation. So the whole mad situation, before I get into that, the whole mad situation is because I can't be around smoke. I got a disease called cystic fibrosis. It's something you're born with,
Okay.
lung infection. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
thought
the
you were
whole
Florida when you told me that.
no, no,
I
no, no,
thought
no,
you
no,
were
no, no.
Florida.
Cause see,
I thought you were Florida.
Lou and Brene, they use that shit as a tactic, like I'm security type shit. You know what I'm saying? And plus, cause
Okay.
I'm 6'3", you know what I'm saying? They use that as that like that nigga security. This is a different type of security
Right.
you seen. But I'm like,
Right.
nah, bro, I'm the engineer, man. I just can't be around smoke. So to make y'all comfortable and make me comfortable and not have to go to the hospital, I'm having this shit on. Which at the same
Right.
time, cool, cause like then nobody see my face. So if I'm out croaking and shit, I ain't worrying, you know what I'm saying? It was just different. But what led to us departing was Clay had it was this dude, I can't remember his name for nothing right now, man, and he gotta get his credit. But it was this dude, his name started with a B. He was the only black dude that was able to move around and do what he wanted to do at Arden. So we started getting I hard wanted to do something in a more comfortable environment. So
Right.
I hard and plus he had deals on the table at the moment. You know what I'm saying? We had did like left foot, right foot. This around April and shit. This around April, May ish. Cause that's when we was about to meet Wiz and shit like that. So this around April. And he was like, man, shit, I wanna say dude name was Ben. But he was like, man, shit, fuck around, slide the art and shit, you know what I'm saying? They charge woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? You just pay that and I can pay you this. I can pay you what I typically pay. You know what I'm saying? Renee and them. So that was my first time seeing a big ass pay difference. Like it go from $10 an hour to 50, which is a big ass difference. It's a big ass
Yeah.
difference from you know what I'm saying, doing 4 hours of your time and leaving with $40 than doing 4 hours of your time and leaving with 200. It's a
Yeah.
big ass,
Big.
that's it's a big ass difference. You know what I'm saying? So and then that's when I looked at my time being valued different. So of course you got to get in where you fit in at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Build a repertoire. You know what I'm saying? Get your name in the building and shit. Because white folks ain't just gonna let you in off the rip. Off the rip. You know what I'm saying? They gotta know you ain't fully on some nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? And they gotta know you have the possibility to bring business in so they can make money. You know what I'm saying? So they can be comfortable with whatever you got going. At the
Right.
time, Big
Yeah.
Phil was in there too. Big Phil was in there and he had basically set up the play as well. So it was, I can't remember dude's name for nothing. I gotta find it. It may have been Bill. Um him and Big Phil kind of basically made it sweet for us to come in. Now thing about me, and I ain't gonna say I regret this shit now, but I look at it different now. I wasn't busting a move unless Clay and Aaron, that was the other engineers at the studio, was riding with me. Because the reality, the truth of the matter was Clay was the one getting talked about and mistreated online. We was getting mistreated, you know what I'm saying? It was a whole lot of bullshit, you know, behind the scenes off the rip, but Clay was the one that was really like nigga was going in on Clay. So
Right.
I set up me. I don't wait on the next man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be 3 months ahead. So I prepare for everything. Plus, once I seen that I can go over there and book 12 hours at a time with different artists and shit like that and be able to maintain myself and realize I had a certain clientele that'll rock with me wherever I go, especially if it's private like that. Isn't damn near basically it's really gated now, but it was damn near basically gated. It's in a white uh uh primary white neighborhood and structure, you know what I'm saying? It's off Madison. Beside the
Right.
Blue Monkey, that's a white restaurant, technically, if you want to be technical about it. So you ain't
Yeah.
gotta worry about shit. You ain't gotta worry about car getting breaking into. You ain't gotta worry about running to the wrong nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you run to a certain nigga and shit, they probably on some, hey, I'm ducked off too. I ain't even in motion, even won't even feel like doing shit, man. Shit. Plus everything spaced out. Where at one sound everything was this studio right here, that studio right there, this studio right here. And if you really want to be ducked off, you in the back, but you have no choice but to come back all through this shit to get back to the front door. Where there you got multiple doors you can go in and out of, You know what I'm saying? And plus, if a motherfucker wanted to smoke, they had the middle part that had the, the ceiling, no ceiling shit with the garden in the middle where you can smoke comfortably, real snack machines that you can use, restaurants that would pull up there because you couldn't really get nobody to pull up at one sound. So, you know what I'm saying? For DoorDash and all this shit. So just being real, you can never. We had to literally shit, either walk to that corner store right there, or shit, we nigga had one of them hours we free. One of us just take the, you know what I'm saying, the L to go shoot somewhere, grab something, and bring it back to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I made that move to for it took me like 3 weeks to be able to get us in there, but I made that move for us to be in there legit around April. Around no, after we around June, because that's after we met Wiz. So it was right after we met Wiz. So we really got like he really put the battery in my back like those. Hey, bro, don't nah, bro, don't
What
do
happened?
that shit. You bullshit.
I ain't
So
put the better.
so one, how we met Wiz was our rip was Clay was playing Xbox Live with his cousin type shit for
That's
months.
just big game.
You know what I'm saying? So he was playing Xbox Live with his cousin or some shit, and then his cousin Gabe finally was like, "Hey man, I'm with his cousin." And niggas, man, nigga, you capping? What the fuck, you lying at? You know what I'm saying? And bro was
Right,
like,
right.
"Nah, bro." He was like, "Nah, bro. If you go," and they was on like live just like this on there. I think they Xbox first introduced that shit then. And he was like, man, shit, if you go to work hard, play hard, minute two, 19 seconds, you're gonna see me with a big ass hoodie right behind Wiz and his mama Peaches. And sure enough, the ugly ass nigga right there behind that nigga. Like, oh, okay. All right. He was like, man, well, they got a show coming there, Memphis in May and shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to go and shit. If you want to go, you can just pay, to get a nigga there. And I'm like, shit, hey man, hey, make that shit happen. So niggas made that
Man,
shit happen. I wasn't even supposed to go. I kind of bullied. I ain't bullied my way in, but I bullied my way in. Like, hey, bro,
Bullets
shit.
on the wood.
Hey,
I
man,
need to
shit.
be there.
Huh?
I said I need to be there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. Like, hey, whatever y'all need. I mean, transportation, whatever. And then I'm make the move. So I just end up making the move. End up meeting his manager Will. While we at the everybody was staying at Peabody's. Cardi B coming out, 2 Chainz coming out. He taller than security and everything. Everybody coming out and shit. And then we met Will. We kicked it with Wiz. We ain't know how he was gonna be. When he walked in the bus, he dapping us up and hugging us like we known this nigga 20 years and shit. Like he from the neighborhood, like that nigga from Levi or something. So I'm like, shit, all right, bet. And
You
then
had your
shit,
mask on?
showing up did, and he fucked with it.
Okay then.
He fucked.
Okay.
I was on stage. It's on my Instagram. You scroll all the way down. I'm on stage with my blue mask on, hopping
Okay
around on stage. That's how niggas in the crowd knew it was me though. That's the crazy part. That's the only way they knew it was me. Cause I had the mask on. They were like, oh, them niggas really went with the nigga. And then shit, after that, we changed contact with the nigga, but while we was chilling in the hotel room before they flew off on a red eye, it was like, man, what y'all got going? Like, yeah, man, I'm a producer, engineer. Actually, we done a song together already and shit indirectly, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like, oh, you did the beat, cool. Yeah, you still doing beats? I'm like, yeah, and shit, but I'm on the engineering side and shit. Hey, well, you can be around, woo, woo, contact Will, boom, boom. Like, yeah, man, we at the studio and shit, but trying to figure out how I'm gonna be able to maintain on my own and shit. Thought about starting a studio on my own, but thought about doing whatever. And he was like, man, shit, the name of the game is entrepreneurship. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have your own bag and you know what I'm saying? The worst thing we do is kill ourselves trying to shorten the pockets of ourselves. So you gotta stand alone. You more the real men, the test of a real man is if how they can maintain if they stand alone. Man, you this nigga high as hell telling me this shit 4 in the morning. So I'm like,
right.
I'm like, shit. I'm like, all right, cool. So the next week, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm trying to get like that, man. Yeah, we on our own shit. Plus, I knew if we did get in contact and he fly back in, which he never came back, well, he did come back to Memphis, but then nobody know it. I can't take him to one sound.
Fact.
in the front room where I was at. I can't take it to one sound. Be in the front room where I was at. Not even I
Yeah.
was in the back room in the back and shit. I can't. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, I got to be in. You know what I'm saying? I got to be somewhere different. So we ended up going over there, and after that shit, we started going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Of course,
So
hate
it was a
came with
good
it, but we
move.
started. It was the best move. It was the best move ever because that's the first time. That's the first time I've been able. I think either one of us was able to make the profit five figures or better at a short amount of time. You know what I'm saying? Off of recording niggas. You know what I'm saying? Off of recording niggas or mixing niggas or, and then at the same time, you don't know who you running. You know that's spin back and with Rico Cole. You know what I'm saying? That's actually how I ended up linking up with Bag and Jizzle because of Cole. Because at the time he was part of Bread Gang. So and that's the part and that's the art of doing good business as well. Because
Which
at the
coach?
time,
Rubber band coach?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
light skin, real light skin Cole, yeah, with the locks.
Mhm.
So that was a part of doing good business is, you know, at the one sound, it was a whole lot of bullshit going on, but I cleaned it up. I'm like, hey man, I do this shit for the you ain't even gotta worry about me on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I know that shit bad. I'll take the hit on it. All right, bro, you real nigga, man. Shit. 7 months later, niggas remember that shit when Bag in there and he working on Heartless 3. I think it's 3 because that was before the giant. It was Heartless 3 and yeah, it was Heartless 3 because that was the jump right before him and Young Boy did the shit and all that bullshit happened. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, around that time, that's when motherfuckers link. Remember that? Remember him and Tavo. And I think Tavo was there too. So that's the time, you got two cosigns back to back right there. Hey, shit, we ain't got no engineer. Shit, y'all need an engineer? Shit, we can get y'all. How long y'all been sitting there? We can get this shit rolling. Boom. And you know what I'm saying? You do good business on the back end, you know what I'm saying? That shit counts a blessing later on. So
How was it like working with Bad?
it was different. It was cool because it was like shit, that was my first time I got like that was my first time I got I don't want to say a major label. Well, yeah, technically, a major label placement as an engineer, like a major label credit as an engineer for an album and a leading single. Cause we had did trending, we had did mind frame, and we had did like three other songs, and then we had did somebody feature, and at the time Jizzle was just on management. He wasn't rapping. He wasn't starting rapping yet. G was just on management, and he was trying to lock us in. And Skywalker was coming in as well because he was at the studio as well. So we was just on management. We was just trying to have us come in on some testing engineers out. You know what I'm saying? And me, I had the workflow at the moment, so they fucked with the workflow. So when they used to book out the whole studio, all the art and shit, niggas would go in separate rooms and get shit going and shit. I would always have, Cole Tavo, you know what I'm saying? Whoever, Marley G, uh, shit, you know what I'm saying? Most of the folks, G wanted to come, Jizzle wanted to come and shit and drop something real fast and shit because motherfucker had an idea because Bag in the other room, taking the time on some motion, on some other shit. Shit, boom, we flying through that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but yeah, it was a smooth process, and plus that led to me meeting other engineers, other producers that is big name producers. At the time, I'm not knowing shit. You know what I'm saying? I
That's
ain't
what I
privy to
was
none of that
gonna ask
shit.
you. That's what I was gonna ask you. How does placements like that open up doors for you?
Man, it depends. It open up doors if you know how to, man. If you know how to work
Work.
the room,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying. If you know how to work the room and you know how to work your move, you know, it open up doors for you. But you can play yourself in the shit too. You fuck around, play yourself in the shit, you know what I'm saying? And talk too goddamn much or do too motherfucking much and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And so at that time I use that mad shit to my advantage. And I was big on shutting the fuck up and minding my business and shit unless a nigga asked me and shit. But when it gave time to like, hey, shit, ain't nobody, cause at the time you don't want to step on if it's basically a main producer and main engineer session and shit with the artist. I'm not gonna step on a nigga toes and shit like that. Just trying to just to try to get my shit in and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now if it's just where it was one day where it's just Skywalker and Bag and it's 8, 9 in the morning and shit, and ain't nobody there, it's just Skywalker and Bag and shit. And at the time Skywalker, well, he was flowing beats with Bag and shit because they was in, you know what I'm saying, at that time they had each other contact daily, but you know what I'm saying, they was flying beats through, text and whatnot. And Skywalker already gave me the clear like, hey shit, you want to play a joint. So, it's all about how you work your move and shit. You gotta know when to talk, know when not to, you know. So yeah.
So let me ask you this: as a producer and engineer, uh, what was the moment that you felt like, you know what, my hard work paying off?
The moment I felt like my hard work paying off. This is why I seen some real dollars. It's a movie on Netflix called Step Sisters or some shit that came out in 2018, 19.
Right?
And and it's fucked up. It's a fucked up story, but it's the truth. Um
Yeah, it's story time.
man, so so damn. Cause a nigga life would be
Everything,
completely a nigga life would be
everything for
way different.
entertainment purpose. And
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Cause a nigga life would be different if shit went a whole kind of like the end of Snowfall. Like if the nigga mama ain't pulled up right then or just waited 5 minutes until the nigga finished the phone call instead of killing that nigga as soon as he got on the phone,
right,
nigga life be completely different. But it's kind of the same shit. So I had this thing called it was either the song Bend and Whip or Left Foot. I think it was Left Foot, Right Foot. And in Step
right,
Sisters, they did the same deal for like I think for like 25,000. And me as the co-producer and engineer, I ended up getting like 10 racks at the shit.
right.
So that was my first time seeing a sync placement check or even knowing how to go, who to contact, whatever. And I'm seeing the names and contacts on this shit. At the same time, he getting multiple sync placements, you know what I'm saying, where you get your song in the movie and TV show, commercial, all that shit. He getting multiple sync placements. So I'm not knowing, after that shit, he was like, man, shit, we got this. We came up with a song called Fast and Furious. I'll sing you the song so you can know the seriousness of how this shit was supposed to go, man. I sing you the song. Fast and Furious 8 or 7 was about to come out. I think that was in Dubai. The jump when they was in Dubai. Man, so at the same time of all that, he got a Universal deal on the table. $500,000.
Right.
So part of the Universal deal was the production team get a part of that shit. So some of the money got to go to production and shit to be able to make music and all that shit. So who production?
Right.
My cousin Buck and me. So shit, what's the best situation, man? Shit, either throw them 100 a piece or throw them $1.50 a piece out of whatever. Or no, $1.25 a piece. Throw them $1.25 a piece. And at the time of 2017, 2018, niggas could have got one of these cribs out there because the cribs that's like half a
Money
million dollars.
making, money,
Man, look, the cribs that's $500,000 right now used to be 225 or some shit, 260. So nigga could have put down half that shit on the crib. Could have got an I8. I was looking at I8s and F-type Jaguars and shit. I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at
Right.
like, oh, nigga, life finna change. All this shit over with. Prices going up. All this shit. So man, folks in universe keep going, keep going. They trying to hear songs and shit. Then I said, fuck it. I'm gonna play Fast and Furious. Play Fast and Furious. They like, oh yeah, we locking in this motherfucking deal. Woo woo. I holler, man, shit. Yeah, man, that's the good. That's hey, bro. You set the play up like a month. I'm like, yeah, but I told you, we gonna make this shit happen, bro. We finna chill, bro. We finna sit on our ass, bro. We finna sit on our ass, bro. And do what we want, man. Uh, fuck around. Come a week later, half a meeting. The nigga manager come up and was like, we finna do. He finna sign and do all the paperwork. I'm ready to go. I'm already looking at spots. I already had goddamn did house tours and shit. Then went to Audi and shit or whatnot to
You
go
need to
look at
Jeremy
this.
Hunt. You need a Jeremy Hunt.
Yeah, it was a done deal. I ain't signed. I ain't did nothing, but it was basically a done deal. This the day the nigga supposed to sign. We supposed to get the money, you know what I'm saying, deposited damn near the week after. It's Monday. We supposed to get the money and leave by Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm already in motion. And I'm already came up with other beats on my end. But they came up some more beats. We trying to get shit. They talking about some 3-4 album shit. Hey, we finna get this shit going in a week. Yeah, that shit done. Man,
Right.
bro, nigga, we having a whole meeting. Next, 30 minutes later, man, nigga manager pull up. Hey, bro, I ain't a part of none of this shit. And he under contract with me and records and shit. All this shit dead. And
Who
then could
manager
put
did
out
this shit?
uh this iHeart
Your
manager.
manager?
No, iHeart manager.
Uh,
Yeah, man. Yeah,
he
man.
ain't know nothing that. He trying to cut us out the deal.
So look, the deal was
Uh,
the deal was shit. No, the nigga said he ain't fuck with the deal in the first place. As far as I knew, the nigga ain't fuck with the deal in the first place and already gave the green light on what you can get. He didn't know the amount that the nigga was getting. And the fact that all of us was getting some a part of that amount. Because if that would have worked out, I probably would have had a studio, but I probably would never, I might have, not because if all I gotta do is fucking record him, which is a breeze, it's like just chilling at
man,
this crib. It's like just chilling at the crib like now. It's just like chilling at the crib, bro. How it is recording, bro. So at the time, so you know what I'm saying? You talking
and you ain't
about,
no way y'all can figure this shit out.
man, that nigga was not having that shit. Plus, that nigga was more worried about Soulja Boy situation and shit, and doing whatever the game and shit he had, and shade Soulja Boy had some more shit. But
Oh, you
that
talking
shit,
about? Oh, okay. I know what you talking about. All right. Okay. So
yeah,
let me
man.
ask you
So
this, man. So that was like one of my questions, as far as one of your biggest letdowns in the game so far. Would that be one of them?
that's one of them. Really, that's one of my biggest letdown. I would say because I wouldn't me being that in mindset and the age I'm at now. I don't even look at me putting my fate in another nigga's hands as a letdown. I look at me fucking up my own play as a letdown. And my biggest letdown in the game is me not being the engineer for Look Alive. Because that could have happened. Because like I told you, at this point, so after that, after art and shit, and they did some foul shit to where, you know what I'm saying, all the black engineers, the minimum requirements, motherfucker gotta have 4 hours studio time. All right, we like, that ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? All right, it gotta be 8. All right, that ain't shit either. All right, it gotta be 12. So us being smart niggas, hey shit, we just gonna book it on the one name. You do 2 hours, I come back with 4 with another client. You come back with 2 with another client. We gonna add that shit up to 12. We gonna finesse. We niggas know how to finesse, you know what I'm saying?
Come
We
on,
might
man.
not be
Right.
now full bred. We not be might be no niggas might not be in the streets like that, you know what I'm saying, or whatnot, but niggas ain't dumb. You know what I'm saying? We know
Right.
how to finesse a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So after they
Yeah,
figure
but
that shit out, you know what I'm saying?
right.
So
Right.
shit, so niggas figured out how to shit, and once they after a while they figure that shit out, they're like, ain't no way these niggas doing 12 hours solo handling. Yeah, man, y'all just gonna have to burn rubber. I bet. Around the time I link up with Squeaky, and then be at Squeaky for a little bit of time, and then I link up with Track Boy, go to his studio and record, and at this time Shoot come out. and everything, and I'm recording block. So I'm originally recording block at track. And then, like I told you earlier, shit, me with the smoking, I think I couldn't get the other two masks was kind of like dead when messed up and shit. And my other mask ain't came in yet. So I was like, man, shit, I can't record block because they be smoking and we in the smaller room and shit, and they be smoking motherfucker out. So I can't do it.
Right.
Man, I done fucked around a week later. Clay happened in a motherfucker. Clay happened in the bitch. Man, bro, we was just on phone with Drake. What you mean you just on phone with Drake? Bro, I tell you, bro. 1 month. Watch this shit, bro. 1 month. Look a lot. And this the session I denied too. That's the fucked up part of it.
Your ass should have had some new lungs that day. You know what I'm
Man, paper towels around nigga face. Some shit.
saying?
Goddamn,
Heavy
whatever
napkins,
swimming.
bro.
Some man. Shit. Breathing machine, some shit. I was
Damn,
like,
bro.
man. Yeah, so
It
I
did
fucked
not go
out.
to pump twice, though.
But not even just that. It fucked me out of it basically fucked me out of being able to add a relationship and because off of that, Block locked in with Clay and took Clay everywhere. And me being me, I know how to work my move around the board to where because what I've done been to Capitol went to Capitol Records with one artist that was signed to Capitol Records and became a and work my way into locking in as one of the main go-to engineers at Capitol in LA and shit like that to where if it's a motherfucking sound they need, they been call the nigga. Or shit, they can just send me the session. I just do it here now. But um it would have been a grander scale doing that because he was going
Yeah.
everywhere. Plus, he was shopping labels and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I could have fucked around and got cards from this A&R and that A&R and that A&R to where it's like, well, you got the sound for this or woo woo. You know what I'm saying? So if they fuck around and get another artist and shit, and that artist, kind of has that sound but needed a little bit on a grander scale, I mean, got the call and you know what I'm saying, and have a lasting relationship to each major label. So now once I have get locked in with a truth, you know what I'm saying? And motherfucker got some records that's in the same ballpark and shit like that. And now we got a whole album and got a couple videos going. I could just be like, hey, let's fly to motherfucking LA, go to Capitol and record there and shit. And they peep you while you in the studio in motion recording and shit. And boom, now nigga get on, now a deal happening and shit. Now everybody getting money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And the best way a nigga, you know what I'm saying? It just nigga look at shit different because at first I looked at it was like, man, shit, shit, it's alright, shit, it's gonna be another block coming through, whatever. I'm linking with another block. Now it's like, bro, you
So
could have
you
got a
had a
whole
little
bunch of,
resentment.
huh?
You had a little resentment.
No, because I always, no matter what, I always want the best for my man, my guys and shit. So whatever happened was supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? That was supposed to be Clay's blessing and not mine. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I ain't mean resentment. I mean like you just felt like you missed the opportunity. Maybe that's the
I
best way
for,
to put it. You know what
I
I'm saying?
showed
My
I
bad.
showed missed an opportunity, but other
Yeah.
opportunities came behind that off of me, off of the way I move. You know what I'm saying? Before all that shit, because technicality, Clay missed the opportunity per se, if you could say, with Wiz in a certain degree. In a certain degree, you know what I'm saying? Because he the one that had to contact the Wiz. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, and you can say that with that, not me locking in Wiz and Juicy and Pat and shit to, you know what I'm saying? Him being with Block and able to lock in and have Gotti contact and everybody else contact and shit, you know what I'm saying? So him being the finesse and him being the go-to nigga for everybody essentially. So Co-Cash and
Yeah.
everybody, Tay Keith and everybody. So yeah.
Do producers get along? Engineers and producers, do they get along? Do a lot of collaborating? Does that take place a lot? Or
For
when the
the
money get involved?
I wanna say for the most part, for me, I never, like I said, I don't step on niggas' toes. So only time probably niggas don't get along is if motherfuckers feel entitled to shit and feel a little bit bigger. I come from I hang with my granddad and shit. You know, niggas that's dead, that's would be 90 something. You know what I'm saying? My granddad 85, 86. You know what I'm saying? So I came from a different mindset of thinking, and you know what I'm saying, a
Right.
different program. So I always have the notion that I ain't bigger than the program. You know what I'm saying? So it's all for me. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, as long as the goal got met and everybody, you know what I'm saying, as long as the goal got met and everybody was on the boat to get to the destination, shit. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the outcome was to get to the destination, as long as everybody got to the destination, that should be the main goal, is getting to the goal. You know what I'm saying? Shit might not go the way you had in your mind and shit, you know, but it is what it is. The only time shit go left is when you got motherfucking engineers trying to do weirdo shit, or you got producers trying to do weirdo shit, and you know what I'm saying,
Fuck
and
up the whole sound.
fuck up the whole sound, or fuck up, or do some hoe ass shit. Like niggas be doing hoe ass shit, man. Niggas be doing hoe
I,
ass shit. So it's like,
I feel it. I
you know what I'm
feel it. I
saying.
feel it.
But
I just want to know.
no, no, because now you got street niggas peeping game and realizing, you know what I'm saying? Well, because now it's really a breeze now. You know what I'm saying? As far as like engineering and shit like that, you know, as far as on the basis of engineering. Now on the mix and the mastering, you still gotta find your nigga. But
Right.
on that shit, and then even with that, you gotta evolve. So I didn't evolve to Dolby Atmos work and everything. So you know what I'm saying? How 2016 was and 2017 was just looked at as a white man sector of how to work your music and shit like that. Like shit, niggas can't trying to figure out the Dolby shit or whatnot. And me being able to figure it out, kind of standing alone. So yeah, niggas can record and everything and shit. When the Dolby work, you gonna want somebody that's feasible. You know what I'm saying? Able to afford. Uh, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna fuck with you on ticket. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go to motherfucking Ari that's gonna bust you for 350 a song. You know, whichever one you want to
That,
work with.
that
But
book
yeah,
my
for the most
man.
part, it's
Book my.
cool. Yeah,
All right, so check this out then. All right, MoneyBaggYo,
yeah,
Don Trill,
yeah,
Gotti,
yeah,
Criminal Mind,
yeah,
Boosted,
yep,
Pooh Shiesty. It's just a
yep,
list of the artists that you know work with on the producing side, the
yep.
engineering side.
Mm.
All right, so that's really, man. When you put it like that, when I give you a list, that's just a list. They would say, as a producer, man, you got a nice track list and you got a nice career.
Mm.
So, what made you transition into being an artist? You like, man, you know what? I want to take these beats and just really put it behind myself.
So the thing about it, ain't none of the beats I use is really mine. It's really like I made and shit, unless I co-did it. But none of the beats I use is mine and shit. Usually I go to somewhere outside or somebody I didn't work with before. They'll send me a pack and shit, and because at the time I was getting packs to present to like Cam and them, Wiz and them, or Juicy or Pat or something. You know what I'm saying? And I would go through the pack and I fuck around and just. And at the time too, I was making reference tracks too. So
Okay.
I'll be doing some artist reference tracks for maybe Tank or maybe Bryson or you know what I'm saying. Just trying to get him in Chris or for CB, Chris Brown or something. Just trying to get my foot in the door. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck around and just doing songs. When I had my studio on Poplar, 2018, just doing songs, and after a while, I'm like about 40 deep in songs. So one of these days, I'm doing some songs and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be, and I will only do it like during the session. To where like
Right.
if motherfucker book a 10-hour session, they only gonna show up for six of them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Gonna do a couple songs, they gonna jet. So
Slick.
I'm only doing motherfucking quick little session or whatnot. and man, I'm knocking the shit down and shit like that. And then Cam come in, he like, man, who's that? Is that somebody you mix? You mixing somebody in the session? Nah, bro, that's me, bro. Nah, you fucking capping, man. You fucking cap. That ain't you, man. That ain't you, man. Nah, bro, man, shit. You want me? I can finish the verse. Don't finish the verse. Finish the verse. He like, damn, you sound hard. Why you ain't dropping shit, man, bro? I ain't one of them niggas like being in the limelight. I ain't never really. I don't do the
But you
shit.
40 songs in.
I'm 40 songs in, but at the same
Okay.
time, I'm 40 songs in. Really more than that, but I'm like, I half this shit I'm using, I'm sending out for, you know what I'm saying, for sync. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending shit to Queen Nige at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The song Butterflies was basically mine. You know what I'm saying? I play you the song she got, I play you my song. It's the same exact beat, everything. You know what I'm saying? Just tuned up a little bit. But I'm doing that shit to get money. You know, I'm the behind the scenes type nigga to get money. I like the behind the scenes money. You know what I'm saying? To where niggas don't see me getting money. It's different from you signing on Instagram and shit and getting money that way on Instagram. So niggas see you got $500,000 on the table and shit, and they gave you 500,000. Then you getting 500,000 over time off of behind the scenes. Nigga don't know who he is. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of niggas like that out, but I'm man, I'm dropping shit. He was like, man, you gotta drop something. And then that's where the album, the letter came about. Well, really, I put out Winter just to test shit. You know what I'm saying? That was just a plethora of songs, just real quick to put something out. And then I put out Before Winter. I put out Before Winter first through Taylor Gang. Then put out Winter by myself, and then I put out the letter, and that's what really got got shit going. Yeah, that's what got shit going.
Well, what was the process of working with just like the whole process of working with Taylor Gang and Juicy though? How was that experience?
Man, it crazy, you know what I'm saying? Them folk crazy as hell. But them my folks, you know what I'm saying? I look at Juicy as an unc, I look at Wiz as motherfucking big brother. They showed me how to move too. They showed me how to move and showed me there's other ways to get money than just press record, and there's other ways to get money. There's ways you can get money off of one song and be straight. You know what I'm saying? The song See You Again, that nigga shit ain't never not getting no
Right.
$500,000 a year off that shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga been getting $500,000 off that one song, Black and Yellow. Shit, the Steelers pay this nigga $250,000 a year to use that shit since it came out. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of
Right.
money. So being shown that shit, that's the type of money I'm looking at to be able to sit down. You know what I'm saying? Going with them to Vegas for a residency at Drea's that they got to do once a month and shit and get paid $100,000 every time to do a 45-minute show in the joint, one in the pool during the daytime show and one at night, another 100,000 do one at night with the doors open and shit over the city of Vegas and shit and Dreas and shit. A quick 45-minute joint. Like, they show watching them, studying them in person is what showed me how to get, long lasting bread to where you ain't gotta do much. You know what I'm saying? To where you can relax after a while. You know what I'm saying? So and even with Pat is a person that's real laid back and chill. Now he on this, prison reform, you know what I'm saying? And, he damn near a pastor now, to be honest. But and riding with him, he showed me how to really, so I got taught how to move on a grand scale with Wiz, uh lesser grand scale with Juicy, and on a medium scale with Pat on how to pull up at the show. And yeah, we ain't getting out this bitch. The car still on. They got to put the money through the window, and we got to count this shit in the car and shit. Then we get it out this motherfucker. Like, I'm learning different moves. I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? It's different. I'm learning all type of shit with Pat. Yeah, like, man, bro, I don't give a damn, man. If we don't get out this bitch till 2 o'clock. Shit, and if it
Yeah.
hit 2 o'clock, nigga, we burn the rummer back to the city. Shit, we got the front here. Fuck it. Shit, all right. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And nigga want to do the
Hey,
feature, man.
No, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, that nigga be like, man, that nigga want to do the feature, man. Yeah, man. We sitting up in them, man. We gonna sit up around the corner at the gas station. He gonna have to pull up at the gas station to give me the money and shit. Then we gonna pull up and do the feature and shit. And we only gonna be there 25 minutes. Matter of fact, we do the feature, send the feature in. Like if he fuck with a nigga and fuck with a nigga, I move, he'll pull up, but nigga ain't playing. Nigga ain't playing. You want the appearance with the video? Yeah, bro. You gotta go ahead and pay that shit before we get there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
So
saying?
out of
So
all the people in the industry, bro, that you done met and kind of like had a little bond with, who would you say done gave you the best advice that you stick with today?
it gotta be Pat. It gotta be Pat.
I can
It
respect
gotta be
that.
Pat. It gotta be Pat. It gotta be Pat. Cause Wiz and gave me advice and shit. Give like advice, best advice when he intoxicated and shit. You know what I'm saying? Before a show type shit. It be random as hell. It be random
Right.
as hell. But it gotta be Pat. It got to be Pat because Pat the one that told me like Pat told me 5 years ago. He was like, man, because I had played on the song. Uh, it's a song that's on the joint project with me and A Baby called Alone. And when he heard that shit, all that nigga was all that nigga was like shooby doo 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 doo. That's all that nigga was saying. He was like, man, C4, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like some music you doing that is cool, it's smooth, you know what I'm saying? You still on you singing shit, you ain't capping about what you're rapping about, you know what I'm saying? It's all grooving. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can sit there, listen to your shit, look at you and believe what the fuck you saying. But I'ma tell you something. Once you get in the lane where you talking to these females, man, that's when you gonna win, man. Once you figure that shit out, that's when you gonna win, bro. I'm telling you right there. All you gotta do that shit. So now I'm just now in that mode doing this shit. So when I put out that one album, you like, man, shit, yeah, that shit gonna work out. That shit gonna be it. And I ain't never put an album like that ever again. So now I'm just now in the mode of moving to completely R&B and Afro beats and shit like that. Cause you like, man, I told you 5 years ago, that's the lane. You can put out one song, be straight. All the females gonna do all whatever to get ready with me and all type of shit, the makeup
Get
shit,
ready.
whatever. They gonna do all that shit to it, and then they gonna
Yeah.
like, bro, whose song is that? And then they niggas ain't gonna have no choice but to bump the song because they trying to get the coochie from old girl and shit. So man, shit, you gonna win regardless. Niggas don't have no choice but to fuck with the music. I'm like, yeah. So
They
yeah,
gotta get
man.
right.
Yeah, man. It gotta be Pat, man.
Okay, respect that, man. Shout out to Project Pet, Juicy, and Wiz. For real,
Mm-hmm.
the whole trailer game, man. So let me
Mm-hmm.
ask you this, how did the single, man, with you and Starlito Hustle and Grinding Part 2 come about? What's the relationship like?
Man, so look, like I said, I'm the type of nigga to speak up when it's time to speak up. So before that, because I could have went different ways about getting that feature. Cause one, don't nobody get no feature with Lito first, for real, for real.
Well, you wanted to go, for sure, for sure.
But don't nobody for sure get this nigga in a video for real at all.
But,
You know what I'm saying? So me working with Trip and Krim album before Piff died, I kind of locked in. I've been locked in with Krim, but I locked in with Trip as well. So I done ran and engineered for Trip and Lito before in Squeaky Spot. So I could have went different avenues of calling Krim to get in contact with him and, you know what I'm saying, get a better situation. I could have went the avenue of calling Trip and, you know what I'm saying, getting it done. Could have went the avenue of calling Squeaky and get it done. But he had posted something end of December because that was the jump where he just dropped his album. You know what I'm saying? So he had just dropped that album in December or January, 1, 2. He had posted like, man, listen, I'm in the mode of doing features. So right now I'm fucking with motherfuckers doing features and shit like that. If you want to get in with me, you got to contact this number right now, and we can get something going. So me, at the time, my album did my album Remember the King was doing well. My whole catalog was in motion and shit. So I had, went through the server and was like, man, shit, I got a couple dollars to spend. We gonna get it done. So I went through the proper way, hitting up nigga manager. You know what I'm saying? Manager, white managers try to do what they do and get the best amount of money out of a nigga. So, I just know how to work the move and shit. End up getting a certain ticket for it. We did back and forth and shit. Get a certain ticket for it, got it done. Got the song done, nigga sent the shit back. So I'm more self-conscious about everything I got going on. So I'm not sure if the song fuck with the song or not, if this shit cool, you know what I'm saying? So nigga sent the shit back day and a half while I'm in the studio. I got video of the shit that I ain't never post on Instagram. I'll probably post it sooner or later, but where he
Right.
sent it back, where we in the studio and the nigga sent the shit back, and I'm like, God damn. So we fuck around, we send it back, and we get it done. I'm like, so immediately I'm like, bro, what's up with the video? You know what I'm saying? Hey, well, the video usually be, you know, certain ticket and shit like that. I'm like, man, shit, we ain't worried about that shit, bro. What's up with the video? Can we do the set up the video? So we set up the video. And then man, that man pulled up solo dolo. No manager, no security, no rest of them niggas grind hard and none of that shit. Pulled up solo dolo while on the phone at a teacher conference, parent teacher conference on Zoom and shit.
Mm.
Cause and that's where doing good business leads you to where a major artist and they team feel comfortable and shit. Cause when you doing good business, they feel comfortable enough to be able to be like, all right, this nigga on some. One, we see all his old shit. We see all his other shit that he doing and shit. You know what I'm saying? So he working for real. Two, through this process, it's been good business shit. It ain't no slow with the money. Nigga said he send the money, boom, it's already there before y'all finish the sentence. You know what I'm saying? We send the song. All right, the song sound good. All right, you got a whole plan with the video. All right, cool. All I gotta do is show up, bet. So, sure enough, all he had to do was show up, and at that point, we locked in at the video shoot talking about, how he got his situation with Empire, how I got my situation with my distribution company I'm with now, what the old distribution company. We just talked about a whole bunch of shit. And the point where,
Right.
he peeping that, I'm peeping game, and you know what I'm saying? I'm peeping like, all right, shit, we got the same interest in music and shit like that. Cause now he got a whole different type of setup he finna do that's finna be on some more shit, like when it rolled out and shit. And then on top of that, locking in with, with that, fuck around and, you know, once they go back on tour and shit, once the Step Brothers folk come out and shit, niggas, fuck around and hey, shit, man, hop on this song real quick, or we finna be on tour, man. I'm gonna play that motherfucking song, man. Shit, if you be able to pull up shit, come out to that motherfucking song, we woo, woo, real
So
quick.
for sure.
So so shit, it like we locked in, you know what I'm saying, for real. You know what I'm saying? But that's all off of good business. It's all off of good business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Y'all make sure y'all check the video out on YouTube. It's doing real well right now, for real.
Yeah,
Make sure
man.
y'all go check it out, bro. Let me ask you this, bro. Speaking on the talent we got in Memphis, though, how you feel like the Memphis scene is when it comes to music?
Man, everybody wanna get their sound out of the city, man. Everybody wanna get their sound, man. Motherfuckers sampling. One motherfucker sampling, you know what I'm saying? They sampling home team anyway. They sampling 3-6-24/7, man. Pat don't never not get no email where you gotta click yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's why this nigga's able to go to every prison and do what he do. But yeah, cause everybody want to sample shit. Denzel Curry just did a whole album with every song sampling 3-6. Skinny Pimp. He got Skinny Pimp narrating the album. He got Pat on the motherfucker. He got Gangsta Boo one of the last verses on that bitch. I think he got Chat on that motherfucker too. He got Spanish Fly on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So niggas still sampling the music, and you know what I'm saying? As far as the new age shit, we more trying to, as far as what I see, niggas more trying to be more more of a conglomerate and more collective type situation rather than because you see where being dispersed and beefing and shit don't get you no money. You know what I'm saying? It actually fucks up the money. So especially
Okay.
when it's known and shit. So uh and it causes too many motherfucking detrimental problems. Because if you trying to get money, I'm trying to get money, bro. We ain't gotta run into each other, none of that shit. We just have our business keep it moving. But niggas trying to be more on the cordial side and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's still shit going on, but it's a lot of opportunities out here. But it's a lot of motherfuckers that's finessing, you know what I'm saying, the same because Memphis on at the moment. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of motherfuckers finessing the same. Ain't nobody really talking about it. But it's a lot of motherfuckers finessing the same, you know what I'm saying? And shit. Cause niggas could get niggas could get on in the city and shit, but you really gotta go outside the city to I mean you don't, but in order to get like do something major, and it's fucked up that you got to do something major, go outside the city to do something major and shit. You know what I'm saying? If getting signed is what a nigga own or whatnot, but yeah, man.
So we got
Mhm.
gatekeepers. We got gatekeepers in our city.
Yeah, hell yeah. We got gatekeepers and we got niggas that sign niggas and have them fucked up. And niggas that sign niggas. Prime example, you got Trap by the pound. What's up, man? We got shit. We got We got distribution companies that do lame ass shit, bro. Do lame ass shit, bro. Like they'll fucking sign a bunch of niggas, give them a dream, give them a situation where it's like, all right, we finna put this out, we're gonna do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And fuck around. You got man, bro. I was in a distribution deal, man, off of one album, and this distribution company is local, which which with some folks over with, Bread Gang with now, Endless with now, and Trip. Um, did the situation, man. Soon as Bag and them came over, and what's the name, little brother, what's the name, little brother, Scar brother came over. Trip came, especially when Trip came over, and nigga dropped everybody that was on the distribution company, man. Dropped everybody, and shit. Then they treated everything like a bank. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to know your business. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's one of them times where it's like, shit, I fucked up the shit myself. You know what I'm saying? Cause I kind of signed, was on some happy shit, signing, doing my thing and whatnot, and then not really peeping what going on. Like the situation was, and then I ain't signed for no. I was smart enough not sign for no bread. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of it's a lot of bullshit to where they treat shit like a bank. You know what I'm saying? Like a bank
Right.
account. And put it that way. You know what I'm saying?
So, so what suggestion would you give up and coming artists like far as getting in the game, just not to go through some of the same issues you went through?
So the only thing, with me, the only blessing probably what I went through one was I was an engineer, so I seen all the what to do and what not to do for the most part and shit. So that's how I was able to stick and move how I do it. But what I give artists, man, I'll tell I'll I'll tell them one is whatever your end goal is. So if your end goal is to get some money, you know what I'm saying, and you don't care about, you know what I'm saying, who own what and what's what and shit like that. You just try and get some money, get your mom out, you know what I'm saying, get her out of, you know what I'm saying, get her out of the pepper tree and take her to goddamn Kyville or some shit. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Just get you a joint that's hot enough to be able to get you noticed by a specific A&R, not the label, not the artist, not the holler at the management and A&Rs. Them the niggas that ain't verified. They got 2,500 followers on the gram. Holler at that nigga. Them the niggas that's gonna take you to the room and you know what I'm saying, play your shit and get you straight up, get you in there. If you a motherfucker that like care about your masters, they care about your shit, they care about the artistry and shit, Um, man, you gotta hold it down, man. You gotta hold it down till that shit work. You know what I'm saying? Cause right now it's a digital game. You know, so it's a digital game to where you make niggas making bread. Niggas making bread off their catalog in the city. Which is why you see in the industry, you see a lot of niggas selling their catalog and shit now because niggas done made bread and labels know certain catalogs, man, shit, bring in 30,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? My shit alone bringing in about 2 racks a month, and that's the shit that's sitting. Because now everything a playlist game. You know what I'm saying? So you got certain songs from each album and playlist. That shit adds up. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just $200 a month off that one song, you get about 8 and 10 of them. You know what I'm saying? Rent get paid. You know what I'm saying? So shit. You got labels
Right.
peeping that shit and getting that shit. So if you on the intellectual property end where you like, man, you your shit is your shit, them your kids, this what it is, man, shit, you got peep game, you know what I'm saying, and
So
stay on that route, stay down.
you more into the royalties.
Yeah, man, anything when you go on the end of my song, end of my videos, and anything I got going, man, it's gonna say Bomb Squad Mafia and that shit. Or that slash whatever. Even the albums that's with Taylor Gang say Bomb Squad Mafia slash Taylor Gang or fucking slash Money Train Empire or slash whatever just distributed by Connect Music or something. It got my imprint on that motherfucker where I'm getting the money. You know what I'm saying? It might be a situation where it's just 70%, it ain't nothing less than 80. But I'm getting some money off this shit directly off the wham. It ain't no we ain't doing none of that shit because I already know the game. They not finna fool me and shit. You know what I'm saying? We might work out a percentage or something, but you ain't finna fool me. I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? I peep what y'all doing. So, but even on the engineering end, man, shit, niggas gotta and producing end, niggas gotta know their worth. All across the board, niggas gotta know their worth, but engineering, producing end, niggas gotta know their worth and they gotta know when to speak up, when not to, who to holler at, you know what I'm saying, who to lock in with, and know if you're not comfortable, bail out. You know what I'm saying? Shit. If you're not comfortable, then you ain't gotta all sessions ain't good sessions. All big business ain't good business. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know when to stack and fold. You know what I'm saying? Shit. When to bail out. So yeah, man. Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. So when it's over with, not like not said and done, but like let's say 15, 20 years in the game, on to what you got on top of where you at right now, man. Where do you want your name and your legacy to be at? Like is C4 the done, the man and the artist the same?
For me, it's bigger than so for me and where I'm at now, man, I'm looking past music. I'm looking on some shit to where a nigga had kids and God forbid something happened to me and shit. If I got a son, man, and that nigga walk in a barbershop and if you chopping a nigga head and shit, and you like, oh bro, you CJ, you C4 son. Oh yeah, you possible. You one of them stand up men, man. Go on, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I want that to where my name hold weight that way. Give a fuck about if it's just music or whatever. I'm past music. I want my name to where just like my granddaddy name and it is in Westwood and Nashville. To where nigga hear the
On
name
man
Mumphrey
time.
on man time. Give a fuck about the music. I want my because your name is really what your weight is. Your name is really the bank. That's the bank. Your name, man. It ain't about what you got in the bank. Your name is the bank. So if you fuck up in your name and shit, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers scared to go to Wells Fargo once you find out shit going on in Wells Fargo. That used to be the go-to. Now you find out shit, Wells Fargo tainted now. You know what I'm saying? So if your fucking name fucked up, that's what got me in rooms, my name. It wasn't of course it was certain shit that I did, but what moreover was hey, nigga gonna do right business. Me and Boogie like in like this, and I probably this ain't it probably I ain't even share this shit, but me and Boogie locked in like this, um, because we had a session, we did one session, and it was cool. We did that track. Then I went to Squeaky, and I couldn't get it right. I couldn't get it right. I was fucking up. I was
Right out
fucking
the
up.
squeaky too.
Shout out to Squeaky, man. The man saved nigga didn't have a way to record niggas or none of that shit. Gave niggas spot, man. Shout out to Squeaky and continue to give niggas spots, chances. Continue to save niggas and give niggas chances to this day. So yeah, big shout out to Squeaky and Cream. Um, and I couldn't get it right. Usually he go with Big Mike, Tutu, manager Tutu, man, was trying to set me up, get me in the motion to where I get a recurring check from, CMG, which kind of felt
Right.
weird, but at the same time, it was like shit. This Boogie, you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping over Boogie, man. So, he wanted a neutral motherfucker. So, but and I couldn't get it right, bro. I was fucking up. I couldn't get it right, bro. I couldn't get it right. And Dad already prepaid, and Boogie and them left and shit, middle of the session. And I told Tutu, and I was like, man, bro, I'm gonna send you the bread right back, man. Here go the bread right back. Man, from that next time I seen Boogie, I ain't know how I was gonna be and shit, you know what I'm saying? And nigga pulled me to the side, let me holler at you. He was like, bro, that's the realest shit a nigga ever did for me ever in my life. You send the money back to the label that they paid you, then you good with me for life. You for life. You ain't got for life, bro. You good for life, bro. Ain't no nigga Mike ain't even did no shit like that. You good for life, bro. For life, bro. And you had to pay
Damn.
squeaking for the room and shit. Yeah, bro, you
Right.
good for life, bro. You good for life. And to this day, to this day,
To this day.
to this day, I
For
text
real.
this nigga right now, like, hey, bro, that's the joint. That's the joint. Send me the joint. That's the joint. And it ain't even know where I'm posting the nigga. That's another thing about me. I don't post who I'm with and shit like that. At the time I did when I was working with him, because you know what I'm saying, to get my name out there and shit like that, to show
Right.
like, yeah, I do this shit, I did this song or whatever. But after a while, I was like, man, bro, I'm more built on the relationship because it'll lead to more relationship and shit like that. So to this day, me and this nigga, I be in text this nigga like, hey, bro, this shit right here. You know what I'm
The
saying?
one.
This shit right here. This the one. Like the shit with him and Bag thugging. When it was just him by himself, I told him, hey, that's the one. That's it. That's it. And then when he came with Pop Out, I remember when he came with Pop Out and he was fresh. I think he was fresh out of jail because Pop Out originally was with Thuggin. He did that session at Squeaky with Thuggin and something else. Something else. And I was like, man, Pop Out, that's gonna be your big joint. That's 2020 when he got out of jail, fresh out, had the blue jeans on, no haircut, the blue shirt and shit, straight from the
Right.
pinafore. Fresh out the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So
Popped
yeah,
out.
but he popped out, you know what I'm saying? So to this day,
Popped
it's
out.
like me and bro locked in and shit. But that's why that's what I want. I want that to where any motherfucker, no matter who it is, any motherfucker where my kids able to move comfortably, kind of like my granddaddy with us, where a nigga can say our last name and it's, you know what I'm saying, are you good? You know what I'm saying? I can go to New York and link with some Italian motherfuckers and I can say my last name and shit, or my maiden name and shit, and is it. You know what I'm saying? And it's, oh, you good, man. Shit, your granddaddy Big Mo's. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. He didn't got us out
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
jam and
yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I
So
can
that's what I
definitely
want.
respect it.
That's what I want. I
I
don't give
can
a fuck about
definitely
music.
respect it. So for sure. Hey, tell these people what you got working on, where they can find you at, and just how to keep be updated with your projects, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm about to say, so what I got going on? Well, one, you can find me at all socials. C for the Done, C number 4, DADON official. On Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. C for the Done by itself on Facebook. On YouTube, you put in just C4 the Don, C4 space DA space DON. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker want to put that shit together, and that's really some 50-year-old nigga that's trying to rap in goddamn Milwaukee or something. But
How
shit,
you get that name? I won't ask you that though. How you come up with
how I
C4?
get it? I bet. Check this out. Check this out, man. It's different. It's multiple stories on how the shit came about, not just locked in on the name. But my initials is so my initials, my name is Christian Ford. So playing ball, none of my coaches, nigga from Memphis, so none of my coaches motherfucking used the RD at the end. So motherfucker be like C4, take the RD off and kept it like that. When I was moving around, when I was moving around, you know what I'm saying, trying to be some shit I ain't or whatever, or try to
Right.
do some more shit and everything, motherfucker was bugging out and everything and shit. So motherfucker like, man, bro, that nigga done pop off. He be done popped off for no fucking reason and shit. Man, nigga C4 for real. And at the same, then I got it from my family because at at age 4, you know what I'm saying, my mom had dealt with old marriage. Her first marriage, nigga came bullshit and whatever. And I was at the moment, I wasn't privy enough, but I knew, you know what I'm saying, what to do to grab one of her guns under the dresser and shit like that, because I would always see it. And I popped nigga jaw at 4 years old and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So it came from different areas of life. You know what I'm saying? To where it by the time it hit by the time I hit my teenage became a teenager and shit, started making beats. Um my cousin Slim basically solidified the shit. Was like, bro, man, that's your name, bro. That's your name. But then over the
Oh,
years, man, you know, that everybody and their grandmama got the name C4 and it became a legal situation. So I had to add the Don at the end too. So
right.
you got producer. It's 3 other C4 producers in Memphis alone. But you got a
Man.
motherfucker you got a motherfucker in Atlanta that we went back and forth on legal situations because nigga had my tag and shit like that, and we back and forth. He'll be working with Pee Wee Long Way from a distance, and then I work with Pee Wee Long Way from a distance. He'll work with Trouble from a distance, and then I work with Trouble from a distance. The only nigga that was able to solidify that shit was Dunk, but at that time, when I made privy to lawyers and shit, the nigga dead and gone. And Thug, but at that time, Thug on whatever he's on when he was with Birdman and shit, and having this start out run at that time.
Right.
So nigga he ain't worried about no producer dispute, and he ain't even working with them producers anymore and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But yeah, that's how it came about. It's three different three different waves and shit. But for the most part, it's off my initials. For the most part, it's off my initials and shit.
Okay, miss. I got you. I
Yeah.
always wanted to ask you that though, man, what the C4 stood for. And man, knowing that part of it came from damn, you experienced that trauma, bro. Like, let me just ask you this, and I'm gonna be
Yeah.
done or really good. Damn, when you heard about what happened with Dirk and his son, did you go back to your situation? I
See,
mean, Dirk's son and the stepfather and the baby mama. Did you go back to your situation?
I understood the shit because only certain this thing. That's why I say I was raised in a different time. Cause only certain motherfuckers, some shit is just some shit is just instinct. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up, I grew up back and forth from the Haven on the back end of Oakshire to Ultravation Circle, Levi. You know, Mitch Road. You know what I'm saying? And my pop side is from Ashland. It's 80 acres we got on in Ashland, Mississippi. My granddaddy got 20 motherfucking acres off Mitchell Road across from the junkyard off Mitchell Road. We own them 20 acres, man. So I'm used to at that point in time, I'm privy with guns at 3, 4 years old. My grandmama putting shotgun in my hand and teaching me how to handle the kickback and shit, you know what I'm saying, at 3, 4 years old, you know what I'm saying? Just natural country knowledge, you know what I'm saying? So at the time, I'm knowing what ain't I'm learning what ain't proper and what's not. But I know for
Right.
sure this my mama, and I don't know this nigga. I'm 4. I have no idea who this nigga is. Still to this day, barely really know the nigga. But I don't know this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And the difference is at that time, how you gonna charge a 4-year-old for murder? Well, not even for murder, for attempted murder. Excuse me. How you gonna charge a 4-year-old for attempted murder and shit like that? They tried to pull the shit with my mama and shit like that. Luckily, we had lawyers, niggas in Memphis, with the Bowdens and shit, top defense lawyer. If y'all need a defense lawyer and y'all got 15,000, man, go to the Bowdens. The brothers, the uncles, all them niggas. Go to one of them. It don't matter. Get you a Bowden. One Jew, them Jewish niggas. They gonna handle that business, bro. But yeah, I looked at that like man, shit. And then once I looked at the video, yeah, that was you supposed to do, man. Listen, I wouldn't be mad at none of that shit, bro. I just had the bond money ready. I wouldn't be mad. Plus, the man, what, he was 10,
I
and he
think
took the
so.
shit out of his mama purse or some shit and shot the nigga. So nah, man. Nah, I would. But only thing different that I would do, only thing different what I would do, man, is at 10 years old, if I'm teaching my 10 years old how to handle business, I would, which every sheriff told me, uh, hip down. Hip down, you can get away easy. You know what I'm saying? Hip down, you can get away easy, man. You can take his manhood away, they'll let you slide. You know what I'm saying? And he can bleed out there. You can take his manhood away, but I was always told, hip down, man, you can get away easy. So now, as an adult, moving around and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm more patient about shit anyway, but that's the only scary part of me having kids and even thinking about that shit now, because I would never want my kids in that predicament. But at the same time, I want them to be prepared if shit go down, because you know what I'm saying. I don't want them
Anything
to be
will
no, yeah, and I don't want them to be no white girl and no, I don't want them to be no white girl in the movie stuck trying to figure out and nah, man, nah, I need you to, yeah, I need you to get on it, bro. I need you to get on it.
yeah. Think quick, think quick.
Yeah, man.
Alright, bro. Listen, I'm supposed to have the senator on my show, bro. This is my last question. I'm supposed to have the senator on my show for
Yeah.
Tennessee. And she's from the city. So, what would be one question that you would want me to answer, bro? Just from on behalf of a minute.
Okay. One question I would ask her is, okay. One question I would ask her is, with the election coming on happening, what is the scenario between if Kamala get on and if Trump get on? Now we didn't see Trump. What's the scenario and what are you able to do? Um, Vice versa of who get on as a president, because we didn't see Trump get on, but Trump was just on some at the beginning on some money stuff, trying to move stuff around and prevent a war and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now you got this Project 2025 going on in plans, which I see happening if that nigga get on. But at the same time, with Kamala, and then with that, how does that heavily affect us? Because if even though shit really don't happen in Memphis, you know what I'm saying, as far as the other than bro getting beat up by them officers, but we all know that this is all because he was fucking old girl, dude, girl and shit. So it was off of that premise. It ain't even off of just no regular police violent pulling nigga out of the car, beating
Entertainment
nigga head.
purpose, allegedly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, but uh how would all that affect us with the election, no matter which way it goes? How would each per scenario affect us uh as a city and as a state a whole? Um and while saying that, I need to let everybody know, bro. Get dual citizenship. I don't care where you get it at. Preferably, it's smart if you go Africa way. Why? Because you can take $100,000 and get 125 million in their money, which all you got to do is spend 2.5 million of their money to get a decent ass house of what you see in Collierville, and then you be able to sit on your ass. So I would advise everybody to cop dual citizenship. It ain't hard to do. It's about good 1,200. You know what I'm saying? Once you get your passport, slide over there a couple times, go to the Coliseum, you know what I'm saying, the embassy and everything to be able to get connected with there, get your dual citizenship. Because if shit hit the fan where Trump get in, and if shit really hit the fan where that nigga really get the tricking shit out, it's gonna be time to bust a motherfucking move until that nigga gone by the business. Because if he talking about real deal shutting it down to where a nigga ain't got to vote no more, I'm at Nigeria Lagos with the Vito and all them niggas, Wiz Kid and all them niggas. Shit. Wiz already got they already got a spot out in some island somewhere. Cool, yeah, I'm gone. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than just moving out the city or moving whatever, because some states already turning back into slavery mode. Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? Certain parts of Texas, you know what I'm saying? So it's a bigger program going on that ain't shared yet. That Trump then slipped out a few times and shit. Where Trump just slipped it out a few times and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's a bigger program going on, man, that you gotta peep, man. Gotta peep it.
I feel y'all got any questions for me before we get out of here, bro? I appreciate you coming through the platform. Really
Oh yeah,
enjoying it,
man.
bro. You got a whole lot of gems. You got so much. It's so much with you, bro. We ain't even get into. You know what I'm saying? You got so much going on, bro. For real, for real.
Man,
But
I
y'all got any
appreciate y'all.
questions for him?
Appreciate y'all for having me, man. Shit.
So.
Yeah, I got any
And
questions,
what you
man?
thought about the podcast? What you thought about you seeing me doing podcast? What you got?
Man, between you and Star, I was like, man, bro, y'all should have been kicked that shit off. Cause like, it's like really, y'all got stories for days, man. Like y'all got stories for days, man.
Appreciate it.
Y'all
Appreciate
got
it.
stories for days. Cause y'all really. Plus, it's a different. Cause motherfuckers want to see different different faces and outlets. You know what I'm saying on these airwaves and shit, man. You know, so it's a different time. You know what I'm saying? It's a different time. So motherfuckers want to see somebody different. Niggas ain't trying to see no bookworm nigga all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So niggas ain't trying to see. They want to see somebody different. And plus, I never known you to be officially a social type motherfucker anyway. So
I'm not.
that's what's
I'm
really
not.
different though. That's what's really
Nah,
different.
that's the thing. That's the cold part. I don't do no talking in real life, bro. It's just I'm talking my ass off on the
You know what I'm
internet.
saying? So that's the difference. You or Star. That's the difference. I'm like, bro, I ain't known these niggas to be no talking ass niggas, man, bro. They don't
I
really
don't
be
do
saying
no
shit. So
talking.
that's why it's like, nah, it's the same niggas.
People be like, "You serious as hell, bro? You serious?" I be like, "Nah, I ain't. I got a good sense of humor. I don't know what it is. I don't talk in real life though. I just talk on social media, y'all. Real
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Yeah, man.
Man,
Oh
y'all make sure
God.
y'all go stream, go subscribe, go follow them on IG. Matter of fact, follow me on IG too. My shit real low. Go follow
Yeah,
me on IG. I'm trying to crank it up on IG. Uh, like, share, subscribe,
yeah,
do all this, and go check out the new single, Hustle and Grinding, Part
yeah.
2 with Charlito. And he got plenty up and coming new shit. Y'all just tune in. Real
Yeah,
free.
man. That shit. All the new shit is on the way. To all my ladies, man. Shit. I've been holding out for y'all for years. About that time, man. About that time, man. I've been holding out for y'all for years, man. About that time. Cause man,
You
shit.
got some new shit you want to play for before you get out? You got some new shit.
Oh shit. Hey. Some shit we
He
did
said
last
you can
night.
hold it out. Yeah,
Hold
go
up,
ahead, play that
man.
new shit real quick.
Hold up,
He
man.
can't take this shit no more. He can hold it out.
Hold up, man. Hold up. Set this out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. New shit we did at goddamn 4 in the morning, man. 4 in the morning,
Check it
man.
out.
It's called
4
How
a.m. 4 a.m. swag, y'all.
I kinda missed the summer wave, but this what we, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple of new shit. I got a new shit for the females and I got new shit to just some player shit. I'm gonna play the player shit first, real quick. I'm gonna play the player shit first.
Go ahead, handle your business.
Can you hear it clearly? Don't be shoving in links, dripping, fucking. Don't be shoving in links, dripping, dripping, baby. Don't be shoving in links, mm, dripping, dripping. Don't be shoving in links, yeah, yeah, dripping. No, I be shopping in links, money, I spend it. Never stop making it. I'm married, infinity. Number five, winning. Stay fly, fly to 10. I be brand on the wall, spend it. Dripping. No, I be shopping in links, money, I spend it.
It's a little
Never
close.
stop making it. I'm married, infinity. Number five, winning. Stay fly, fly to 10. I be brand on the wall, spend it. I should be popping my shit. They ain't started from nothing, you know what's my made. Fuck like a hater, you know it don't fade. If you ain't getting money, yeah, nigga, you late. If you ain't getting money, yeah, nigga, you crazy. Start from the bottom, yeah, you know the
This
code.
you?
Way up, that's how you get no hate. Random shit out, that's how you keep me saving. Yeah, I started from nothing. Had to play shit, then I turned into something. Stabbing shit, niggas ain't seen me come. Couch in the bag, and I kept shit running. Who knows who knows with me and time. Now I'm still focusing, in the state. Just chillin' at the crib when I'm getting paid. And the shit a good feeling. I remember when niggas didn't feel me. I remember when niggas trying to kill me. Remember days when I called them the realest. Yeah, it's crazy when all this shit change and you get the fun just cause they can't deal with it. Tell the house to make that relevant. Make your haters get paid that shrimp in it. No, I be shopping in links. Money, I spend it. Nothing to stop me getting it. I'm married, infinity. Number five, winning. Stay fly, fly to 10. I just brand on the wall, spend it. Dripping. No, I be shopping in links. Money, I spend it. Nothing to stop me getting it. I'm married, infinity. Number five, winning. Stay fly, fly to 10. I just brand on the wall, spend it. Yeah, man.
It definitely got that summer vibe, that feel good vibe. Yeah. I like that jump.
Man,
I
that's
like that.
that. That's called Stay Flat, man. This one called Higher. We
So,
did this joint last night. This gonna put me in different stratosphere right here, man. When I
hold
finally
on,
drop,
let me dim the light. Let me dim the light. Let me dim the
yeah,
light.
man.
Wait
It
a
gonna put
minute.
it
Wait
different.
a minute.
It gonna be different. This ain't even no Memphis sound. This ain't this yeah. This
Wait a minute,
overseas, man. We
goddamn.
overseas with it, man.
Okay then. Okay then. We
Yeah,
overseas with y'all.
we overseas, man. This joint called Higher, man. This joint called Higher.
We overseas.
Yeah. Let me take you take you Let me take you Let me take you
Y'all make sure y'all go stream him. Now he try to take you higher.
Let me take you Yeah, no, I'm shy. Yeah, no, she might decide. Yeah, no, I'm pretending. Try to say she's shy. Oh, just like a way. It's getting heated like a fire. Let's just dance until we tired.
You talented, bro. You talented though, bro.
So let me see you. Yeah, let's start it. You and your friend just left and right. So let me see you. Yeah, let's start it. Let me take you higher. 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 Yeah, man. This song
Hey, bro,
smooth. You know what I'm saying? This song,
I fuck with it.
you know what I'm
I
saying?
fuck
This
with
song,
it, bro.
you know what I'm saying? This song smooth. You know what I'm saying? Just hey, you know,
They
some
say they can
some.
see that on Netflix or TV or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure.
What island vibe was it? What island vibe was it?
So I'm Haitian. I'm Haitian. I'm mixed with Haitian and Native American and shit. So I've been tapped in more on my island shit. Most of my partners I've been working with now. Most of my partners I've been now. Shit. They from Lagos, Nigeria. Most of the producers, like bro, me and him worked on the me and Nigel, we worked on this beat. He done worked with DeVito, with his kid, Boohoo, all them Burner Boy, all them niggas. So he from Lagos, Nigeria, which is a place I looked at, you know what I'm saying, to get the dual citizenship with. But
Right.
shit, I've been just taking my time, you know what I'm saying, getting right with the sound because I've been like wanted to test the sound out and put it out, but now it's like I
That shit
got
got me
to.
want to find me an island dance,
You
bro. I ain't
know what I'm saying?
lying.
You know what I'm
For real.
saying? Man, get your girl
I
take her to
fuck with
Jamaica
it.
or something. You know what
Yeah, that shit
I'm
got me punting the river. What's punting the river? What the fuck is
saying?
punting the river mean?
I think that's Trinidad. That's the folks Trinidad and shit. Yeah.
Ah, well, that shit got me feeling
Yeah.
like I want to punt the river, goddamn it. I ain't gonna lie. For real, for real. I
Yeah.
ain't like, this shit sound good, bro.
I
For real,
appreciate
for
it,
real.
man. Appreciate it, man.
So, how would you try to push that out, though? Bro, I know we say this shit over with, but that shit sound good. Would you try to push that out internationally or
Oh,
in the States,
everywhere.
though?
Everywhere. Shit,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
pushing it everywhere, man. Cause this the thing. Afrobeat right now is damn near everywhere. And now it's so breezy to motherfucking get it out. Cause them niggas that do Afrobeat, they put out one song a year and be straight, be chilling. I'm trying to do that. So I'm like, man, shit. I'm like, man. But the way I work, you know, I'm EP album going crazy. But they ass like, I'm trying to push that shit everywhere, man. But I know that's more like Pat said, once you get more of them, and because the females go immediately just,
They come at the vibe already. They ready to
you
be
know what
on
I'm
the
saying?
island and shit. Like, this look good.
Hey, that's the whole point. That's why I'm like, I missed the summer wave, but it's cool. I'm bringing that shit all the way back around. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, 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 man. Shit,
That's
I
what's
missed the
up.
summer wave,
Yeah,
but
bro, that don't sound good, bro. That
man,
don't sound
appreciate it.
good. I'm happy I know you. I'm happy I know you. You can make music like that. God damn. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
man.
good.
Just trying to get outside the
Real.
box. Plus, Plus, it's certain. I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get to where a nigga. I'm trying to get to where a nigga like be in a neutral lane. You know what I'm saying? Not even you get what I'm saying? Like be in a neutral lane to where it's like I can go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I can,
Man,
you know what I mean?
you
Cause
just an
like the
artist.
music, I'm just an artist. It ain't just cause even doing the shit I was talking about, even though it's real life stuff, it's real. Cause a lot of my music, I always talked about I always talked about what happened like that week type shit. What real deal happened, and it's real facts that you can fuck around and look up. Not pertaining to me, it might be my cousin some shit, and he dealing with a hack, and they talking about man the shortest they give him is 8 months and shit, and then he got kids. You know what I'm saying? The girl about to leave him and shit. 'Cause she like, I ain't trying to stick around for 8 years. I mean, try to stick around for 8 years and shit, not 8 months, and whatnot. And you know what I'm saying? I be talking about real life situations, even and pertain taking it off me and shit. So that's why that's more relatable. But I want to get into something where it's smooth. But it's been hard because shit always happen. You know what I'm saying? Something always pop up. But nigga gotta go to a funeral every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? They got shit going on. They got family members that shit
reality.
down. You know what I'm saying? It's reality. And that's the best.
Right.
My music, that's the only way the only reason I made music anyway. It because it was based off my reality and trying to get that shit off instead of because niggas couldn't pay $250 an hour for no therapy. So for 2 sessions a week type shit. So you know what I'm saying? Shit.
So now you in your creative bag, basically. You in your creative bag. Judge me by
Yeah.
the music, not my
Man.
personal. I got
Yeah,
you.
seriously about, you know what I'm saying? That feel good. You know what I'm saying?
But this shit sound good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Come on out with a couple more of them.
Pushing it literally for the women. You
They
know what I'm
gonna dig
saying?
it.
Yeah.
They gonna dig it. Well,
Yeah.
make a couple more of them songs like that for niggas like me, cause I fuck with that though. You know, before you get all the way shaggy and
Yeah.
I'll go into that lane and go and get dramatic with it, make a couple of them smooth jumps for me. I like that one though, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I
Oh
like that
yeah.
one. But when the man get the 2 inch rated, I don't be wanting to hear you though. You got your
Nah,
lane.
man, you know what I'm
You
saying? I ain't
know,
gonna get 2X rated. I'm gonna have it smooth, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get 2X rated with it. It's gonna be smooth dealing. It's gonna be something where, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can sing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to catch a motherfucker at a party and shit, get up with her. You know what I mean? And just kick it, you know what I'm saying? Or everybody will fuck around, have a female where, shit, y'all been kicking it for a minute. This the time she pull up, man. It's damn near, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I got some wine for you, you know what I'm saying? Shit. We fuck around Netflix, chill, you know what I'm saying? I just chefed it up and shit. And it's gonna show in videos too, so yeah.
right. That's
Yeah,
what's
man.
up, bro.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you coming through the platform, bro. I'm gonna find out how to chop this joint up, bro, because you said so much king shit, bro. I really want to chop it up the right way, and I'm gonna get this
Yeah.
joint out here, man. And I appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna make sure I stay tuned in to whatever you got going on, man. For real, for real. Any last words, homie?
Man, shit. Uh, and let work shit, man, shit. Keep your eyes open, stay blessed by the best, and man, shit. Like I said, I appreciate you for having me. You know what I'm saying? Man, praying this platform flourish and go past the level million dollars worth of game. You know what I'm saying? Where you get bigger checks. You know what I'm saying? Bigger checks to where it flows over to where your kid, grandkid, great grandkid. You know what I mean? Where some lifelong
So,
shit, real wealth shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's all. And everybody in the chat, man, I appreciate y'all. So
all
you
right,
know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you too. Nothing prosperity to you too, homie.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
All right.
Uh,
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We get over with y'all later. Uh, yeah. We're gonna do a select episode of Man Time too. That's gonna coming soon though. Appreciate y'all tuning in. And yeah, it was a good interview. I like the interview. For sure, for sure. C4 the done on all platforms. Hustle and grinding by him and Starlito. Y'all go check that out. And that's where we at with it. Let me take you higher. Appreciate it. Let me take you higher. Y'all heard the new shit he was working on at 4 a.m. Shit sound good to me. I ain't gonna lie. It shit sound good to me. You know, I got to get into my Jamaican bag or my island bag, for real. Yeah. I'm out of here though. Time to go eat some lunch.